Welcome back. Out of sight, we're going holiday app shopping with Bonnie Sharon, also known as CellularChloe. Welcome back.
Good morning.
It's always good to see you.
Good to see you.
You know, you and I love all things tech, and we really love apps because they are very, very useful. We're going to go through a couple this morning that will help some of us during our holiday shopping or figure out how to make lists and things like that. So
right.
We're going to go. What's the first one you want to highlight?
Well, let's talk about Point Inside.
Okay.
Point Inside is a great app. So, for example, if you are shopping for your significant other and
right.
you want to go into the mall and get like a Camilla or a bead for, you know, those Pandora bracelets, and you're not really quite sure where the store is you want to go to in the mall, this Point Inside app will actually has all the malls you could ever think of in the United States and then some. And it will actually bring you to a drill down view of the mall where the store is, and then you can park right near the entrance or the anchor store that you need to park near to get to that store quickly and get in and out. Very,
very useful. So the one thing I know about shopping, the more organized you are, the better. So knowing what store you want to get into quickly is very helpful. But what about making a list and checking it twice?
Okay, so there's a couple of really cool holiday shopping apps, both for iPhone and Android, where you can actually put in your persons that you're buying for, you can put in gifts, you can put in stores, and you can sort, you know, accordingly. So let's just say, you know, you've put a couple of people in and you need to go to Cabela's. When you get to Cabela's, you put Cabela on your list and it brings up all the people that you needed to buy gifts for there. It shows you budgeting and everything else. So it's a really great app to keep yourself on track and on budget.
One of the things that you've been talking about, and I noticed for a lot of apps these days, they kind of, it's scary for some people, they know where you are, and that's helpful if you're looking for specific things. But talk about that. A lot of these apps you're just talking about, they match you up with where you are with what you're looking for.
Well, yeah, there's a couple of apps that specifically look for your location and they find things around you. For example, Gas Buddy is a nice app where you could, it'll show you all the gas stations around you in your area, and it will show you the prices. So you could actually look and say, hey, if I just go down the street a little bit here, I can get gas for 20 cents cheaper. So obviously it'll behoove you to have it know where you are to help you with that.
Can we just let people know that there are things that they can do in the settings if they don't want to be tracked at that level?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's really not for other people to keep an eye on what you're doing. I mean, you can certainly keep an eye on what's going on with your phone to make sure that people aren't tracking you. You know, sometimes parents will track kids, and you know, there's reasons for that. But for the most part, you can set privacy settings in your phone.
You've also talked about digital gift cards.
Yes.
Talk about some of those.
Oh, there's so many great things that you can buy out there now using your phone. Digital gift cards for ebooks, for music, and you don't even have to leave the comfort of your own couch just to go on your phone, send somebody music, send somebody an ebook, send somebody a movie.
And really, for the most popular apps, we were talking before we went on air, I, again, profess my love for all things Apple, but there are a lot of people who are who love the Android market. Most of these apps work on both platforms.
Both, yes. I always try to find apps that work on both. They're always free. Almost all the apps I always talk about are free.
And actually, talking about that, some apps are free, some. What would be a good reason to buy an app?
Well, sometimes if you don't like the ads that come up on the app, you know, like, for example, Angry Birds is a good example. You're playing Angry Birds and all of a sudden an ad comes up and it's kind of frustrating. If you don't want to see that, if you don't want to see it on your particular app, you can buy a $2.99 version that's ad-free.
And we don't want to get upset when we're playing Angry Birds.
Of course not. I mean, anything to disturb that is not good.
And very quickly, last question. You spend a lot of time going through all these apps in the ecosystem for Apple, over 1 million, 500,000 in the Android market. Any particular? I like appshopper.com to kind of help me go through reviews. Any particular sites of people trying to figure out what are the best apps for them?
You know what?
Besides you?
I'm a bad example because I lay in bed at night looking through apps to find that are helpful for people. So it's kind of hard to say, but I think people just go on the main page and look up the trending apps and find a lot of the new ones.
And very quickly, where can people find your stuff?
CellularChloe.com.
This is Bonnie Sharon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick.